As of about 15 minutes ago, I am now homeless. What's the best course of action from here? I am a 23-year female. I'm moving into my car today and plan to go to the gym right now to get a membership so I can shower. But was wondering if you guys had any other advice. Our urban car living might be a good source of information. Some churches allow you to park your car overnight to sleep. Look into some community outreach stuff. Be very careful who you trust. I have been homeless before, so trust me when I say that people steal a lot from each other out there. Keep things you don't want to lose in a safe place if you can. Sometimes you can get free pizza by asking a pizza place if you can have the pizza they are about to throw out. Do this when they are closing. Figure out what food banks are in your area. It's not fun to have to steal to deal with hunger. Don't get into the drugs that are out there. Those drugs are evil. Last but most importantly, never give up. Stay safe out there. If there's a Sikh Gurdwara in your city, they will feed you for free. No questions asked. If you can afford it, get window coverings for nights so people can't see in. There are so many people living in their cars. Check out YouTube to learn the best way and where to park and stuff. Head to a hospital or urgent care. Ask to see a social worker, they know the resources. Food banks. Freebies are your community. Apply for benefits immediately, as they take months to years to access. Even if you're sure this is only temporary. As a woman, you'll be a priority. Bonus if you have kids, I just don't know. Learn the protective onion. Using more than one defensive strategy will keep you safe. Contact friends and family to see if anyone might be willing to help. Are you currently employed? Have you got enough saved up to survive for a bit? If you can't afford to live where you're at, it might be worth traveling to somewhere cheaper. Do you have a job at least? When I was homeless 12 years ago, the first thing I did was go and apply at every store in town I saw. And I just happened to be hired on the spot at Big Lots. As soon as I got my first paycheck, I looked in the newspaper for people renting rooms out in their house. I found one, moved in, and I now had a roof over my head. You can usually park safely overnight at Walmarts. Be wary of people who offer you help. I was too young and naive, so I blindly trusted in people. Trust me. Never go anywhere with anyone when they say they're trying to help you. Stay put and have something to defend yourself with if it ever comes down to that. You might want to check out Urban Car Living here on Reddit. Sorry, don't know how to tag. Contact friends and family to ask if any of them can let you stay with them. Even people who you aren't super close with might help out of sympathy. You should be working as hard as you can to get to a place of some stability. Find roommates and split rent. Because you never know when you'll wear out your welcome. It's not super safe to be in public alone as a young woman. So do try to get shelter somewhere safe. Be cautious that in any case people might target you in thinking you can be manipulated given your situation. Get a post office box permanent mailing address and make sure your driver's license ID card is up to date and not expiring anytime soon. Know where your birth certificate, social security card, and any other identifications are. Once you lose those, they are hard to get back, and if you lose even just one SSN, birth certificate, ID, mailing address, it becomes an impossible circular reference to get him back. May be worth opening a safe deposit box to keep those items in for extra security. I don't know what those costs though. I wish you the best of luck and courage. Why the actual fuck is nobody advising you to start applying for jobs? You can do all you want to survive. But unless you want to be homeless the rest of your life, this should be the first, second, and third task on your to-do list. Think about it. JC. Look for homeless shelters in your area. I'm sorry that you're in this situation. Something everyone is being too polite to ask is why you're in this position. The reason this is important is that we don't really know your most urgent needs if we don't know what got you into this situation. Are you being abused? Out of work? Addicted? You may not feel comfortable saying. But without transparency on this anonymous website, we can't truly know what is your best course of action. If you are not tied to work, get out of the city. You can apply to cannery jobs in Alaska. The plane tickets are cheap, your car will cover the cost, job is easy to get. You will get food, housing for free the entire work season, as well as reimbursed for the ticket to and from costs as long as you finish the season in good standing. The work is hard and hours are long, but you will leave with way more than you need to start a new life. 3-4 months of work and you could have 20 grand saved up. See if you can rent a mailbox. A mailing address is more valuable than you realize until you don't have it. Go on our van life and ask them. There's a lot of little things to know. Were you illegally evicted? Go to your local social services and apply for benefits including housing and EBT. They can get you on your feet and point you towards somewhere you can stay in the meantime. Ask to stay with a trusted friend until at least you can get back on your feet. Offer to pay rent when you can. Brutal. Too many people going through this. We need to fix this shit. Get on or Craigslist for dog walking, pet sitting and house sitting. A homeless friend of ours pulled himself out doing this, and in the meantime he had a place to stay. Call 211. It's the United Way. And they can direct you to your best local non-profit. Lots of great advice already about survival on the streets. Good luck to you. Remember, the library has tons of free resources, mainly computers and strong Wi-Fi. Please ask a friend if you can park in their driveway. Well, if it's an option, go back to your parents. Gun. Mace. Wasp spray based on local laws. X200B. If you're Wonder Wasp spray. Some areas mace pepper spray is illegal. Honestly, the foam hardening type is safer than mace pepper spray. Less likely to get blowback in your face, and Wasp spray is designed to spray far. Protect yourself at all costs. Go find a church or a shelter. Trust no one. Take a job that includes housing. Or do the workaway program where verified property owners let you live with them and feed you in exchange for working on the property a few hours a day. Doing things like painting or gardening or cleaning. Message me if you need some links of how to find places like that. I've been using the program for years and met some great people through it. It's a fantastic way for young people to travel on a budget, but also a great way to live for people who can't afford rent right now. Military an option. Not ideal, but at your age it will get you off the streets and into a career. I remember a thread a while back. A guy who was once homeless offered his 2 biggest survival tips. 1. Do not look homeless. 2. Do not hang out with other homeless people. For a woman, these might literally be survival tips. Post on our van life.